Top of the top. What's up, y'all? We back again. Good morning, everybody. Back again. I don't wake up to hit the live button. That's why I be tripping. I'll be up for a minute, but yeah, it's very dry. Y'all know that. I've been trying to stay away from this trial till it's over, but there's nothing else to talk about. And there's some things I wanted to talk about. Anyway, I'm just gonna be laughing today. All right. So nothing I say is a fact. Once again, I tell you, I don't have no side in it. I just want to see how it's going to play out. The main thing I'm interested in this whole thing is how it's going to end. So that's why I'm waiting to the end. But today, I think I'm going to trash a lot of people that like other people, like the fans. In this situation, the fans are the clowns. Yeah, they are. They picking sides. They don't know what they're talking about. People with no education don't know nothing about a courtroom. People that got DUIs, got comments on the courtroom. It all shows when they talk. You can tell it's a lot of convicted felons. It's probably a lot of people on the red dot list. You know, everybody got an opinion on the courtroom. Because the reason why I say that, I be trying to figure out why does everybody have judgment on KEEFE's lawyer? So now I'm going to get into a lot of things with the lawyer situation. In my opinion, Timu lawyer, he's a good lawyer. I'll take him. We'll get into that. But see, his narrative's being spun, see? And it's all mixed up. So it's a lot of things in this trial. Hopefully y'all getting. A lot of things I already told you. What I said. Guys, it's a lot of law enforcement on YouTube. That's in the case. Damn near everybody from that situation got a YouTube channel. No, y'all, the joke is on the fans. Just remember, if KEEFE go down, Diddy go down. If KEEFE get off, Diddy gets off. Now, the question of the day is, and you got to keep it real with yourself. As of now, is KEEFE losing? We're talking about today. You know, trials, things swing today. Tomorrow could be this. Tomorrow could be that. As of now, is KEEFE losing for those who've been paying attention? So, they say he's a Timu lawyer. Maybe he is. But the only thing that's funny to me, he's been stomping a lot of people. He's been embarrassing a lot of them. He's been making them swindle in their seat. So the main part I like to watch is when the alleged Timu lawyer come on. Yeah, we're going to get into that because I'm always show the fans a joke on you. So let's go, y'all. We up top of the top. We also going to give an update on what's going on. People living underground. These are facts. People are living under the sewer system in New York. Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, home of the rats, home of Master Splinter, home of the real rats that walk around. See, in New York, they got rats that walk on two legs. That's how big they are. But we talking about the rats that live underground. So y'all didn't want to believe how real stuff is, right? It's an epidemic. People living underground, y'all. Yup. We'll get into that. And we just going to get into it. Top of the top. Shout out to everybody that's up. Thank y'all all for tapping in every day consistently, hitting the like button, comment section, sending jewels, everything. Shout out to the super chat earlier, cash apps, everything. We're going to get into it, y'all. It's just entertainment. It's just for fun. All right? That's it. And I love to see people in the chat praising Pop all day. I love it. Y'all know they so slow in the chat. I be trolling the chat professors. You know what somebody said in the chat? Sugars of blood. But then it's people that don't know nothing about this stuff, and I see them making certain comments like, I always heard about Tupac, but I never really knew about him like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you, you got people watching that had nothing to do with this. But you got people in the chat saying sugars of blood. Yo, man, they just need to shut up. Let's go, y'all. We at it again. Let's get into the Vegas show because it's very entertaining. Certain parts entertaining to me. So it's just funny. I be laughing at the jokes on the fans with this whole thing because they got the most to say, the most opinions. And I like to watch the way the fans automatically keep saying KEEFE is cooked. So I want y'all to also remember, everybody that put that in the chat, KEEFE is cooked. No, not in the chat. Everybody that made videos on it. See, that's another thing about YouTube. People say a lot of stuff. When it pans out they wrong or they lied, they just act like it never happened. Just keep making more videos. So like I said, I'm not talking about the people that's involved in it. This is why I threw certain things at y'all when I separate Reggie. Why? Reggie been accused of stuff. Reggie faced what he had to face. Reggie has the right to start a YouTube channel. Reggie was with Death Row, so I'm not talking to Reggie. I'm not talking to nobody that's affiliated with this stuff. They have the right to speak all they want. Everybody. You see what I'm saying? But we just gonna look at where it's at today, where we at as we stand right now. It's the fans, it's the public that try to sway opinions. What they say, it's Reggie's fault. I watch, that's why I laugh. They be like, Reggie did it. Then they be like, Suge did it. Then they be like, Puffy did it. They be saying, I just be laughing at them. KEEFE did it. But in reality, if I ask y'all to bet y'all rent money today, do you really know what this is about? Could you really put your rent? I'm talking about, don't keep talking, right? If you had to put your rent money on the line, who actually is behind, you know what I'm saying? Who's the one that did it? Meaning, who's the one that said he's going to be out of here, he's gone? Who's the one that, can you prove it? All right. So my point is, now you look at all the stuff that was on the internet. See how it's all a bunch of nothing? A bunch of opinions, a bunch of stirring pots. Meanwhile, these people don't know nothing about law. They don't know nothing about courtroom. Guys, they keep coming in, they keep talking about how Tupac lawyer looks. Guys, in your life, God, my people that been to court, handle business, people that done beat trial, whatever it is, have you ever based a lawyer on how they look? These people are slow, y'all, but the thing about it is, you know how when you slow, you keep thoughts to yourself? They be slow and they talk out loud. Yeah, that's why it's embarrassing. And it really make you think, are these grown-ups? Let's go. Guys, well, I'll tell you this. I was in a lawsuit, and this lawyer got me paid. He looked like an old man. He looked, I don't know about their look stuff, but he got me a lot of money. You based on how you look. Oh, matter of fact, your lawyer gonna be based on your skin color. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Breaking news. This ain't no breaking news. I'm showing you everybody laughing at this. I'm showing you everybody paying attention. See, I wanted y'all to understand this is bigger than y'all culture now. This has nothing to do with y'all culture. Y'all been talking about this 30 years. Now it's in the hands of the law. It's national. So let's go. To me, when it gets real, well, I know when it's real. See, whenever that lawyer step up, that's when it get real. So let's go, y'all. It's nothing but opinions. Ain't nothing. This the smoke screen that threw everybody off, because a lot of people don't do their homework. And I will admit, it threw me off too. Why? This was KEEFE D's original corner-pointed lawyer. The public defender he first had, when I first saw this guy, I was like, this dude a clown. That's when I first said KEEFE D getting fried, because it was him. See? But people forget. See, let me show you online how online is so powerful. Before the trial started, KEEFE D got a new lawyer, a whole new storyline of what? Man, that stuff is fake. They forgot he got a whole new defense from when he first got locked up. So I was showing you how there's many different things going on at once, and people don't know what's going on. This was his original public defender. And I will admit, when I saw this guy talking, I was like, nah, KEEFE D getting fried. But then I noticed, I'm like, where he at? Where he at? I'm like, I didn't even get it till a couple days later. No, man, this the lawyer that was going to get KEEFE D fried. Right here. Why you think his ass gone? All right? Because I saw his idiot. He was looking. All I know is when I saw him, I said, nah, KEEFE D is done. But see, you know, it's entertainment, speculation. I'm going to tell you what I think about that lawyer. And I already said it. I think KEEFE D lawyer, I think the whole concept is he playing a role of an idiot. And I did my research. I was right. See, he's a public defender. Allegedly, we don't know nothing. All I go by is what's going on in the courtroom. According to what I see in that courtroom, he been working their ass up one way or another. He been having them scrambling. First of all, when you being cross-examined, first of all, once you get mad, once you talking back to the lawyer, you already lost. I mean, you looking bad. You supposed to let them sit. Guys, so you understand. They say you did a shooting. You know damn well you didn't do it. The lawyers question you with all these crazy questions. You get frustrated and mad and argue back. That's how you do it? All right, well, that's what was happening in that courtroom. What's up, LJ? Yes, me and Latasha Jordan was having a ball yesterday. What's up, sis? Yes, man. Yes. So, yeah, y'all, I will be showing love to come hollering at people in the chat, man. If I rock with you, I'm going to come on your chat. Not to try to get your fans, not to get your subs, not to troll you. If I come in your chat, it's to show love. And if I don't come in your chat, I don't rock with you. All right? I'm getting back to having fun. Let's go. So anyway, a lot of y'all don't know about Kung Fu movies. So shout out to my people that know about Kung Fu, stuff like that. Do y'all remember the drunken monkey technique? So in my opinion, this lawyer uses the drunken monkey. You know, in my opinion, what he does? He asks a lot of bogus stuff. He keeps them on that stand so long where they get drunk, tired, miserable, sleepy. They older too. He knows that. He knows a lot of them are older. So he understands the longer he keep them on that stand, they start getting sleepy, and then he start doing his work. But the whole time he writing stuff down, he got all his facts together, and he used a technique on them, y'all. And his hair is a distraction. Yeah, because he know when he put out his hair, they think he a clown, and that's how he work. No, man, I watched this man work. He used the drunk technique. He used the sleepy technique and the drunken monkey. Let's go. Now, this also was going to be one of KEEFE D's original lawyer. What that say? Best in Las Vegas. Now, put it like this. Allegedly, I don't want to be wrong on this, but he's somebody important. We're going to leave it at that. Just showing you the different lawyers. See, this was KEEFE D's first lawyer. This was the first public defender that was a joke. But when KEEFE D went on national television, just before the trial, that's why I always play this game like that. I let everybody do their talking. I let them keep going and going and going. What's the narrative online, y'all? KEEFE D is fried. KEEFE D is done. KEEFE D is done. KEEFE D, lawyers, the idiot. Right? All right. Why they say that about him? Because of how he looks. Who's the only people that judge people because of how they look? All right. Let's go. Not a good look. KEEFE D in trouble. Told you. When I first saw it, I knew complexion that was going to be. They the main ones keep saying and they keep saying and keep saying, but they the main ones proving don't know nothing about law. Matter of fact, they're the main ones in prison. Huh? You want to keep playing? Main ones in prison, main ones on parole, main ones on house arrest, main ones with all type of charges. They be the main ones online talking about law. They be the main ones online talking about he's a snitch. The main one online talking about this one and that one and that one. I told you I don't listen to them. They're idiots. Not saying because of this. It's just saying they are the ones that always spread the opinion. So like I say, I'm gonna give the background. They are the ones that say Reggie did it. Reggie's the ground ball. They the ones that say KEEFE D is done. They the ones that say no, Diddy did it. All week, all month, every day for content. Just keep going, keep going. None of them know about the law. Most of them are victims of the law. And most of them don't know nothing about a courtroom. Because if your eyes, so I watch the smart people be talking. The people that know what's up, I didn't see nothing dumb about KEEFE D lawyer yet. We're going to get into it. No, he's a threat. And my people that were watching the trial, you also was, this is why I had to do this live today. You will see whenever he start heating up and cooking, they turn that mic off and they take a pause for the cause. Every time. You see what I'm saying? Every time he get to cooking, hold on. You're going too far now, sir. Stop. Turn that mic off. No, y'all. It's going to play out one way in that courtroom, and it's going to play out another way online. Online is for the idiots and the big kids. Remember that part. Remember that. So that's why when I be in the chat, I be joking my ass off. I be having fun. Mo Preem in the courtroom hungry. Mo Preem waiting for the case to be over so he can get a payout. Meanwhile, I'm laughing at everybody. Yo, what made it so funny? Yo, it's so many people that made money off pop. That's what I was telling y'all. But this the facts. It's not nobody else's fault because Pop family ain't make no money. No, I told y'all what's up. They be in the chat saying Tupac was a role model of what, y'all? Let's be honest, man. I'm a grown man, y'all. I was raised on Tupac. But I'm going to just tell you my perspective. Keep saying Tupac is a role model. How? The truth is, y'all, he was a role model to gangsters. And no, not the gangsters, thugs. The gangs are gangsters. Let me also school y'all with this, idiots. You want to keep talking street life. The gangs are the gangsters. It's a difference between a thug and a gangster. But you don't know that. A thug is a guy that's breaking cars, snatch pocketbooks, fight, knock your ass out for no reason. That's a thug. What Tupac did to Orlando was thug behavior. And they handle him with gangbang behavior. Because gangs are different. A gangster is different. Y'all gonna try to reason with gangster activity because you stupid. You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. You don't even know the difference between a gangster and a thug. A gangster has order. Thugs don't. So the truth is, Tupac is a role model if you want to be a thug. Yes. The highest person to look up to. But you still didn't get the result of this. The thug got smoked in the end. However it plays out. And I'm also using this as a lesson within the lesson. Guys, this also means it's time for y'all to let the street stuff go. When y'all gonna let it go, y'all? Are y'all delusional? You still talking about this one snitch, that one snitch, little dirt snitch? Guys, it's been over. The streets are dead. Ain't no such thing as taking no snitch out right now. Just let it go, man. The streets are dead. It's all in y'all head now, man. Y'all fantasies have went too far. You don't want to let it go. Just enjoy the entertainment of things, y'all. What's up? Shout out to the chat. So anyway, y'all, let's go. So he's a Timu lawyer. I call him Timu lawyer because everybody else call him Timu lawyer. But I say, like I say, I'm a troll. I said, all right, I played enough. Now let me see who he really is. So this is the thing. Get this part right for the people that's slow. This was KEEFE D's original lawyer that was gonna get his ass fried. This was a last move when KEEFE D switched his storyline up. The truth, we gotta be fair. KEEFE D said they gave him a script. He stuck to the script, and meaning it was all for the book. It was all shenanigans. That is his defense now. So this is what's funny. Like I said, I'm watching all these people pulling out all these books. They did all these documentaries, and Tupac family ain't make nothing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me make this clear. It is not nobody else's fault they made more money off Tupac. Tupac family is showing us who they are, y'all. I get it clear. I wasn't around. I get it clear. What I already did homework and figured out, man, Tupac whole family was leeching off his ass. Man, Tupac whole family was straight bums. Why? When you live a life of revolutionary, you're going to be a bum. All right? This is facts. I don't got to be around to know Tupac was goddamn, 24, 25 years old, take care of his whole family, but y'all ain't see it like that neither. That man was 24, 25, take care. When I say whole family, y'all know that man, he would take care of the whole family at 24, 25. They bums. How we know that? Well, we seen from 1996 to now. Mo Premium's brother in court for a payout, but they didn't even put together one Pac documentary for themselves. You get it? If anybody supposed to did the most docs, it was supposed to be his damn family. That's how you got proof they slow. That's why I've been trolling the outlaws. They all clowns. You mean to tell me you guys ain't give your own versions of these stories yet? You ain't write a lot of books. Y'all ain't do nothing. So that's why I tell you, I'm not mad at nobody made money off this because certain people got the right to, just like his family did. But you able to see Tupac family are bums because once he left, they ain't do nothing else. And to this day, they didn't sustain nothing and they didn't sustain his legacy. So that's why I tell you, he ain't no hero. It's a playing out in the end, y'all. The playing out in the end is Tupac believed in all that revolutionary stuff. Him and his whole family believed in it. But look how him and his whole family ended up in the end. What I already knew. What? They're going to end up poor. Because that's a pipe dream. That's the revelation in this as well. I'm going to slow it down for y'all. When I told you from day one, a lot of stuff you was taught don't exist no more. But you got the proof in your face. He was praised as this Black Panther, this black power man, right? His mama taught him it all. Meaning they got a big family. They this, they that, they this. Okay, you look up to them, okay. I'm going to ask all y'all, what made Tupac family more important than your family? Because they was famous on camera? So I told you, I was raised just like him. Meaning my mother was on the same thing. Anything about me pro-black, because my mother straight up, that whole side. So, because they was raised on that, and they taught it to us. But when I got older, I realized I ain't got to look up to that stuff. I did my real homework. That was something for them back then. So now you got to see it. Yeah, there was a movement. Yeah, Tupac was the face of Black Power, but in the end, he got smoked. And his family proved they couldn't sustain that leg. They couldn't do nothing. Why? The truth is his family was surviving off industry money. How you know that? It's proven right now. So he was carrying a whole load. But you better understand one thing, what I figured out, and it's all in that courtroom. They played it back the other day. What KEEFE D said? Man, Tupac should have never did that. And I was able to see in the courtroom on some real talk. Like, they don't respect him. Because I already spoke about this. Guys, LA is different. Compton is different. And we talk about at a certain time. So, the point is, when you really, really look at it, a lot of that stuff he did bring on himself. And I'm saying that because, y'all, KEEFE D said it, man. Like, basically, he wanted to respect his positive side, but they already knew Tupac was on some wild and out gangster. They really felt highly, highly respected on how he was carrying himself. So I'm just saying all that because, guys, get it through your head. Tupac was not a role model, man. Matter of fact, if he your role model, you're going to end up dead too. That's what it means, all right? And I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. No, Tupac was a master in front of those cameras. And I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm trying to show y'all ain't no favorites in this. Now, and if it's meant for Tupac to get the justice, he'll get the justice. Let's go. Now, I'm saying that for a reason. They call him Timu lawyer. Maybe he is. But now we're going to get into it. Let's go. So, we're going to talk about who's been on that stand so far. According to what I saw, so far, the only one about that hell they on was Reggie. Because when I saw Reggie, he was just calm. He was getting a little agitated, but he didn't go out of character. As far as out of the other officers, he was the main one that maintained the most composure. That's what I saw. Now, let's go. Let's go. Timu lawyer. Told you he was in court playing a role. All that stuff he doing on purpose. Here you go right here. He's a real lawyer. That's another thing. Shit, we don't know. Timu lawyer could be using this, and next thing you know, after this, he become a big lawyer. If KEEFE D gets off, Diddy gets off. We're gonna go into the zip talk. Now meaning when y'all judge him, you're gonna know how to judge him. Let's go. Elite lawyer. Told you, man. Look to me like he been playing a role of a fool. Playing a role of a fool, using the sleepy technique and the drunken monkey in the courts. He comes out like he don't know what's going on. He asks his questions out of the blue. See, you want to know what I think about his formula? His formula is to agitate them, get them to say as much as possible, but like I said, it's going to be a closeout. No, y'all, just to let y'all get it right, when y'all keep calling him Timu lawyer, here you got it. Well, he a Timu lawyer. On here, it says the elite lawyer. So like I say, man, I don't know what about him, but I just want y'all to get it clear. When y'all keep calling him Timu lawyer, the website is called Elite Lawyer. Why? All I know is when I see lawyers working, I know lawyers. He don't look like no bum-ass lawyer to me the way he works. He got his own technique. And he also knows a lot of these guys are older. He's trying to get them caught up in stories and frustrate them. He's trying to get them to expose themselves on camera. And guess what? It worked for some of them. Yes. The first person he used this technique on was a man by the name of Mob James. You see him hit him with that? He hit him with the goddamn sleepy technique. Mob James in that chair got frustrated. See, he knows what's up. He knows some of these people on the stand are older. Some of them got hemorrhoids. And he sit them on that chair, let them get frustrated in that hard chair. He asked them a whole bunch of questions. He be irritating them. But his whole technique is getting them worked up. That technique been working, y'all. See what I'm saying? You know you on that stand, you ain't supposed to be getting worked up by no lawyer. Mob James got worked the first day. You want me to send him to jail? Did y'all see the video of Mob James apologizing to that lawyer outside, saying, I'm sorry for what I did in the court? Did you see that? He actually apologized to the lawyer. Yes, he did. He apologized to him outside the courtroom. I'm sorry for acting like that. No, because he got his ass worked up. So the truth is, right? I first thought KEEFE D lawyer was, this guy, because he was going to get KEEFE D cooked. So I'm going to be honest. When I first saw him, I didn't know what was going on. Now, my second judgment. When I saw he did the Mob James, I was like, nah, he ain't no janky lawyer. Guys, Mob James, you want me to send KEEFE D to jail? Now let me tell you what's really going on, because a lot of y'all slow. He was trying to get Mob James to incriminate himself. That's what he was doing. You trying to get me to send KEEFE D? I ain't going to talk, because if I talk, I don't want to send that man to prison. No, he was trying to get Mob to incriminate himself. But Mob James also got worked up. He got worked up. He was supposed to do that. That's when I knew he got a technique. Then I saw him do it more than once. It didn't work on everybody, but I see him do it on, as of now, I'm going to say 3 people, definitely 2 people. making their ass stutter, pause. Let me show you the technique he uses. Don't forget, y'all, YouTube, this is what your people say. Not a good look. I didn't see Keefe D not get a good look yet. Now, this is what I'm going to show you, right? His whole thing is to frustrate them. Get them to say things out their mouth. But you'll see, he also stumps them a few times. He also gets them to stutter. He gets them to react a certain way, meaning he makes them lose their composure. Because there's certain questions he's asking a certain way, and there's a certain way he's coming at them. So that's why I understand. I know what's going on. The people he's against, the people who don't want Keefe D to win, they the ones spreading the rumor of Temu narrative. And they understand you can take a disease and spread it online. So online, everybody say Temu lawyer. Those are the people that don't want Keefe D to win. Because I'm just saying, this is how it's playing out. Remember, you must remember this. Keefe D is tied in it. When I say if Keefe D go down, Diddy go down. Why? Well, the whole concept is about Keefe D doing a hit. Meaning, if Keefe D did it, and Zip got something to do with it, gave him the gun, and there's money involved from Diddy, then you got it. So people also not looking at it like Keefe D in that courtroom is also the face of Diddy. It's just that Diddy ain't in the courtroom. Thank you very much, Black. And what else I know? I know it's different sides in this whole thing. Behind the scenes. One side putting on Diddy, one side putting on Suge. It's like it's still an East Coast, West Coast thing behind the scenes. See what I'm saying? People put it on them, people put it on them. Meanwhile, they got people working online, spreading all the agendas. Meanwhile, if you got eyes to see in the court, you'll see it playing out. What you'll see playing out. Oh, man. If you ain't been listening to that audio, man, what else they do with the audio? Make it sound janky on purpose. Sometimes they'll keep pausing and pause. When that audio start heating up, sometimes they'll turn that mic off. Yeah. Nah, y'all. That audio was a lot. That audio was a lot. And you must understand that nobody knows how it's going to play out. Because he switched up at the last minute. Now, people keep forgetting. Keefe D defense now is he made it all up for money and clout. That's one thing. But see, that angle, this is what I assume. Thank you, bro. I assume that angle is to throw everybody off. So let's rewind it. Let's say it was a script. Everybody think Keefe D gonna go with the script. Or whatever it is. Except his part. Whatever it is. But when they get in court, they start hearing all this other stuff. Meaning, the last minute, he switches up. So my point is, some people might have not been ready for this type of defense. What Keefe D mean? He just made it up. Because when you really, really look at it, it can look like a big-ass fantasy. Why? It ain't no proof. Keefe D wasn't caught with no firearm. I don't even know if Keefe D was seen in the casino. I don't know nothing about, it's just talk. Everything is just talk about everybody. So I'm just showing you. When they say this online, not a good look. What proof? If you had to bet your life right now, content creators, if you had to bet your YouTube channel right now, is Keefe D going to prison right now? Could you really bet on that? All right. I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. Because I'm going to be honest. Sometime to me, it looked like he's trying to incriminate the officers. That's how it looked to me. See, it looked to me like Keefe D is a front part of it. I look at it as part of this is them trying to expose dirty cops. Sorry, y'all. That's another aspect I look at it at. Because that's how he come at them. And that's Keefe D's what? Defense. Y'all keep forgetting that's one of his defenses. What? Man, them crooked ass cops, man. Them crooked ass cops. That's one of the things being illustrated in that court, meaning he's trying to expose them as dirty cops. That's why he asked them certain questions to frustrate them. That's why I started off with Reggie handled it right. He held his composure. But a lot of the people in that stand ain't been doing the same. That's what I'm talking about. Reggie didn't let that dude get him frustrated. He didn't let him take him out of character. You must understand that. Talking to grown-ups. Mob James panicked. God, he hit Mob James the first day. I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm trying to understand you something. That's what he said outside the courtroom. I said, what? Guys, he shook Mob James up the first day. You trying to get me to sing Keep It DIDDY? I ain't trying to do that. No, he trying to get you to incriminate yourself, Mob James. Yeah, that's what you trying to get him to do. So my point is, as of now, Mob James wasn't a good look. What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. Now, let's get into Mr. Dorsey yesterday. Man, he did worse than Mob James. He's the guy that said, I got to talk about this now. I was going to wait till it's over, but it was nothing else. And I said, I might as well because he's the one that messed up. Now I'm going to show y'all all again how y'all got played. Remember, the only ones getting played are the fans. Because the fans are the ones with the most opinion. They say, he did it, he did it, this one, that one. Pac is an angel, a saint. Pac done socked people in the face. Pac done did a lot of dirt. They still saying he was a saint. No, y'all, that's not reality, y'all. Here go Mike Dorsey playing a role. He got him to stay. He got him on the stand to admit he ain't no damn detective. He got him on the stand to admit some of the stuff he been doing. Which y'all don't know. He the one that made many documentaries, books, got a YouTube channel. He did a whole lot. But you know what's funny to me? This was funny to me. Because I'm going to show you the lawyer technique of busting heads. This is what he was doing. He had all his books, all his stuff. This is how he played it out. Asked him all these questions. Then he got him to say a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Oh, I don't recall. So, bro, you write all these damn books. You did all these docs. You know a whole lot of everything. But now you don't know nothing. I don't know. He was embarrassing like that with that technique. Get him to say stuff like, oh, I don't know. Stutter. You see? He got worked up. He got so mad, he started talking back to the guy. He started, like, you know, in the street, y'all, you be like, yo, man, don't come at me like that. Why you coming at me like that? You know somebody, you know in the street that's guilty. Yo, man, you see my watch? Man, I think you saw my watch. What you coming at me like that for, bro? That's what he was doing. He started talking, jump back to the lawyer. What that mean, man? That lawyer worked his ass up. That's what all that meant, y'all. So what you talking about? They keep calling him Timu lawyer. No, I see that lawyer doing good work. Also seen many smart people saying the same thing. No, that lawyer good. Nah, he good, y'all. The plan is you're going to think he a dummy. He playing a dummy role. Meanwhile, he could be trying to serve them cops up. Straight up. Straight up. He straight up. Meaning, oh, y'all going down. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know. He could be a good, like I say, y'all see, they get public defender mixed up. They also forget you can have a good ass lawyer want to do a positive deed and say, I'll be the public defender. I'll do it for free. It ain't really for free. This is clout. See, it's a lot of dimensions in this. Yeah, you could be a public defender for KEEFE D because he going to get you a lot of fame and clients. But y'all think because you poor, public defender me, a poor case, and I'm poor. That's y'all shit. Meanwhile, he could be a very important lawyer. I'll take the case. I'll be his defender. Why? It's going to be clout, money, books. He's going to get paid off this when it's over with. Got it? Me, I'm saying that because I don't know who he is. I just watch. I don't judge people by how they look. That's you. I look at people works. When I see him working at court, he looks like a good lawyer. And don't get it twisted again. You need, look, okay, get it right. It's elite lawyer, not Timu lawyer. I joke around like everybody else. It's elite lawyer. And people know this. But remember, online, like bro said, some of these people say y'all slow and y'all don't read. And y'all don't know no better anyway. So y'all gonna spread that rumor online. Timu lawyer. They be getting on my nerves with that. Why? Right in your face, he busting ass, and they keep calling him a Timu lawyer because they idiots, y'all. Now you see when I told y'all department is nothing but lies, and I don't listen to y'all. That's why I don't watch y'all. I don't care about how much you talk about breaking news. I only deal with real people that got real stuff to say that did real things in life. I don't watch nobody's. I don't care about nobody opinion. So like I said, 1 minute is this, one that. We watched online. They blame everybody. That's cool. But I was able to see once it got in the courtroom, man, they don't know nothing. They exposed, y'all. So let me show you the role. He worked his ass up. Now, many of y'all, let me show you how you got tricked, because I know you did. You watching this court case, you probably thought he was a cop. I'm seeing people come and say, who's that? Who's that? He playing a role. He looked like a cop. He looked like a nobody. He made himself look like a straight cornball. But in reality, Mike Dorsey ain't no cornball. Take a look at Mike Dorsey, man. He be chilling. He be chilling. You got it? He be chilling, playing the role of an idiot. Mike Dorsey is not an idiot at all. Now, see that? Let me make it clear for you. There you go right there. See the magic trick? They all you think you know everybody, right? He looked like a cornball cop, but that's Mike Dorsey right there. Murder rap. I think. I don't want to be sure, don't quote me on it. But he did make some good work. But he been covering this Tupac thing for years. They all have been, but he been covering it. He did good work. But I'm just showing you. See, I'm gonna show you that everybody y'all see in that courtroom, the image you're seeing may not be who you think they are. See? You talking about skills. You talking about transforming. See? Right here, he like a thug. That no Tupac. But right here, he like to be down with the cops. Either way, his ass got bust on that stand. Him, so far, Mob James got exposed on that stand. I'll just say worked up, meaning that's a good look for the defense. He got worked up. He went out bad yesterday. See him right here? He been talking about this for years. But it was you know what's funny to me, because everybody always talking about Tupac. Tupac, Tupac. What they don't know is they looking at people that made docs on Pac for years. They don't even know who it is. Who's that? They don't even understand. Every goddamn piece of content on YouTube about Tupac, these guys already did it first. Like I say, your life is a repeat. Everything online about this Tupac stuff is nothing but the replays of the goddamn DVDs with a bunch of comments and reactions. It ain't nothing new. Only thing new on this gonna come out in that courtroom. All right? That's the only thing. So that's why people like me understand what's going on. When you got YouTubers, right? They want to be these courtroom narrators. No, they're agenda pushers. They're agenda pushers. So far, what we been hearing online? Reggie the Rat Right Jr., he's the one. What else we heard? Man, we should. What else we heard? It was Zip and Diddy. We heard a lot of different things. But do we know? All right. Like, this is my point. They'll say everybody thought Frank was a hero. If I ask you, do you have any proof Frank Alexander's a hero? If I ask you today, do you have any proof Frank Alexander was Tupac's real homeboy? Do you have any proof? Oh, because they took pictures. No, your life controlled by pictures, what you see and what you heard. You have no proof about Frank Alexander. All right? As far as we know, Frank Alexander could have been the one that jammed Tupac and the men. We don't know. So I'm just letting you know. Just watch the trial. And you'll get entertainment. Let's go. But you see yesterday, Timu lawyer, blah! He hit him with the sleepy technique. He get him in that chair. He asked a whole bunch of frustrated questions. Maybe sometimes he asked some stuff don't mean nothing, but he just like to frustrate them. And when he starts seeing them get sleepy because they old in that chair, I think they got it hot in that courtroom. They start getting sleepy on that stage. You'll see it. They'll start getting woozy. And then he hit them with the real questions. Well, what about this? What about that? They start getting... He got so frustrated, y'all, he start beefing with the damn lawyer. That's when I knew he was losing. But any other point in that, Mike Dorsey always talks. He's happy. I never saw him like that. So that's how I knew. No, that lawyer's working. No such thing as you doing that with a janky lawyer. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. They thought KEEFE D had a clown lawyer. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. When Mob James and the went in there, they thought he was a clown. That's why they was talking back to him like that. They didn't know his pedigree. Remember, they all thought this was going to be his lawyer. He is an idiot, yes. If KEEFE D kept him, yes, he would have got fried. But see, they didn't expect this guy. They didn't expect him. And that's why I tell you he was playing a role of this cornball guy, whatever y'all think. Meanwhile, he got him frustrated first day. Everybody knows. He got his ass good yesterday. He got him all out of character. Now, others, it is what it is. Now, this is the part we got to talk about right here. Remember, it's different narratives. It's two different narratives. One side says the West Coast did it. Other side say the East Coast did it. It's still the East Coast, West Coast beef. Now it's just played out in the court. This is the cop that allegedly sat down with KEEFE D. But let's not go there. He is the face of the Diddy Zip narrative. That's what he's standing on. Now, what I get from him, I say this. The lawyer stumped him a couple times. The lawyer was trying to frustrate him. I'll say he did all right, but he wasn't solid. But just remember, he is the one, that's his perspective. Meaning, when you see everybody online talking about Diddy, Diddy this, Diddy's done, Diddy zip, Diddy, that come from him. That's what he's standing on. All right? Because remember, you must remember this though. If it is true with Diddy and Zip giving KEEFE D the money, that means the hit was official. That means KEEFE D going down and Diddy going down because it was a hit. So if KEEFE D goes down, Diddy will have to go down because that is the whole, that is the like the nucleus of the whole trial that they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? That is what's supposed to be used to get KEEFE D ass fried. If it is true, any truth to Zip, that ties to Diddy. But at the same time, that's not proven yet. But online, what they gonna do, y'all? They gonna keep saying this one, that one, this one, that one. And that's how I was able to tell, man, they don't be watching that case. These Negroes just use content, man. They are disgusting. They are disgusting. The main ones locked up too. The main ones in penitentiary across America. The main ones talking about the law. Let us go. So get that part right. Get that part right. It's two sides. They saying they did it. They saying they did it. And then what else happened in the background? That Biggie stuff in the background. But in reality, y'all, we don't know nothing. You can't bet your rent on it. You can't bet your life on it. That's why you got to watch the case. Or you got to see what happened in the end. Now, this is the whole point. Y'all heard a lot of names coming up in that courtroom. That's Mike Tyson and Zip. I think they're standing by a blue Bentley. See, it's a lot going on with this, y'all. What fight was they at in Vegas? Who fight was they at? Mike Tyson fight. Wasn't Tupac cool with Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson cool with Zip too. Wasn't Mike Tyson cool with Haitian Jack? Tupac was cool with Haitian Jack. Everybody forgets it was a Tupac. It was a Mike Tyson fight. That's cool, but that you see Mike Tyson and Zip, right? None of this stuff is a secret. It's public information. It's old. So understand something. Get this right, clear. Get it right. I'm gonna say it again. If Tupac go to jail, Diddy go to jail. That means Zip is the bad guy. And now they might be saying, well, Mike, what's up with you and Zip? Guys, it's also a heavy chance nobody's going to jail. We don't know nothing. Oh, what a tangle web we weave. Mike Tyson fight, Mike Tyson with Zip. That don't mean nothing, though, because it's a New York thing. But I'm just saying. All right? Nobody knows what's going to happen. But this is what they say online. Diddy and Suge were puppets. And always remember this. People that have nothing to do with this culture, people that don't give a damn about Tupac, that they don't care about Diddy, none of this, they are the main ones also focusing in on it. And they're not listening to your opinions at all. Which means the trial is national for a reason. You can watch it yourself and you can see the results. But as far as y'all online talking with these opinions, I'm going to tell y'all all straight up, a lot of y'all, this some of y'all last dollars anyway. A lot of y'all guys, this some of y'all last money. You better make all you can. I'm going to be honest with y'all about that. Those are facts. Live by it, die by it. So all y'all been living by this whole Tupac trial, hopefully you got something else after this. This is going to be our last money run. Understand that part too. So y'all better keep going in on this content. I'm talking about everybody. The only people that have the right to talk about this for the rest of their life are the people that's involved. Meaning, ain't nothing wrong. They want to talk about it because they've been talking about it. I'm talking about you online lawyers and you content paralegals. Y'all days coming to an end too. Let's go. Yeah, I'm letting y'all know that. This is the last money y'all gonna make. So get ready. It's gonna be a cold winter. Let's go. So y'all see Mike Dorsey. If Mike Dorsey walked past you right now, you wouldn't even know that was him. But yesterday, what made it bad for him is this. He did all these docs. He did all these books. He's supposed to know all this stuff. But there was a lot of questions in there. He said, I don't know. A lot of questions. He sounded like he was ducking. So how you know the stuff about pot? Oh, now you don't know this, you don't know. I'm not sure, I don't recall. You don't recall? How you don't recall now? You can recall. See? He was saying the wrong stuff. And they had to stop the courtroom because he was getting upset. Now, let's go back to this. Diddy and Suge were his puppets. I don't know any truth to that. But I always show y'all the different perspectives that are being said. I don't keep up with everything. I'm not into this. This stuff is old. I've been into the trial. Just to see, I want to see the ending. But me, as far as me having an opinion, if I had to bet my rent money, I couldn't do it. I couldn't tell you who behind it. I couldn't tell you nothing. But I do know it's a lot of other people talking about it, and I'm showing you that it's many different narratives, many different perspectives. When y'all keep saying this one and that one, just watch the show. Diddy and Suge were his puppets. Well, one thing I know about Zip, what came out in court? Zip was in LA getting that money, right? What else came out in court? KEEFE D talking about he was that, his plug. KEEFE D was in court talking about his plug from Bogota. He was talking about everything. How he was getting fronted, the drugs. KEEFE D said he was on basically saying he had, out of 4.2 million worth of drugs, he was getting a 20% cut. Hey, Los Angeles, now y'all see how y'all communities got flooded out? Y'all had Rick Ross flooding y'all out. Yeah, KEEFE, they were flooding y'all out with that good blow. But a lot of that stuff also was for Hollywood. You got to understand that too. What they don't understand neither is the gangs also control the flow for what? Hollywood people. That's why in California they made more money off drugs than anybody else on the planet. Because they had the biggest, largest clientele. Just like a lot of people didn't understand that, a lot of cartels lived in California. And a lot of them fled. And a lot of them got rounded up by ICE. So let's go. So y'all, if KEEFE D goes down, Diddy goes down. Now this is another funny thing too. I look at it like this, okay? Because I don't understand it. Meaning, okay, let's say KEEFE D is on the script. Well, why KEEFE D ain't telling everybody? Got it? Man, they made me do it. He made me do it. He made me say it. He told me to do this. He told me to do that. He made me do this. Why he ain't saying that? Because that would have to be his defense as well, right? Meaning KEEFE D could pull a Nino Brown. If I'm going down, everybody going down. But that ain't his defense. See that? So that's kind of, I look at that too, like, okay, well, they saying he on the script. They saying they made him do it. Why KEEFE ain't throwing their ass under the bus? Remember, that's how I look at it. So we don't, if I say we don't know, okay, why KEEFE D ain't just say, man, Greg Taylor, man, he did this to me. Oh, Red, they made me do it all. Why he ain't saying that? That's not his defense, y'all. His defense is, man, that all stuff was bogus. I just did it for money. All right. I'm showing y'all there's a lot of things going on. Let's go. Now, it plays out in the chat and comment sections. You can see it clear. A lot of people want Diddy fried. They want Diddy done. Everybody want Diddy to take all the blame. And then you got people saying, there's the other side. But the only way you're gonna know is from the courtroom. So now what I'm saying is this. This is from my perception now. As of today, KEEFE D does not look cooked to me. I don't know about y'all vision. According to what I've been seeing, I have no proof as of now that KEEFE D is cooked. I have no proof of that at all. What I do have proof of, this lawyer has been working some of them. He worked him. I seen him work him. I seen him stomp him a couple times. And this is the main thing I noticed with this lawyer. This what I caught. I can see he asked them certain questions they wasn't ready for. That's another technique I see him do. The questions he asks, could you repeat that again? I see he asking them questions they didn't expect. Get it? That's what I saw. That's what I've been seeing. So what I've been seeing is what I already assumed. I don't got to know this man how he look. I don't got to know his works. I watched him in the courtroom. Then after all these days, I said, let me see who he really is. They keep calling him Temu lawyer. I watch people come in the chat say, he looks stupid. Oh, man, KEEFE is done. I said, man, they all ignorant, y'all. They sad. What else I learned? Man, whatever them people saying, just go the opposite way. That's all you got to do. You'll live a long life. Don't follow them. Don't repeat what they say. Don't listen to them. So when they keep saying that, they made me go look them up. Being that, because this is what I like to do. Being that everybody keeps saying Temu lawyer, let me go prove them wrong real quick. I was playing the Temu lawyer jokes, but I'm a troll, like I said. I'll play stupid with you. Now I'm going to go prove to you he ain't no Temu lawyer. Elite lawyer. That's the name of his goddamn website. Elite lawyer. Now you look at this as he using this for the biggest promotion he ever had. That's what it is. That's first thing first. Because if he get KEEFE off of this, he also getting Diddy off. And then other celebrities watching. He's going to become a rich man. He might already be rich. I don't know, but he ain't no damn Temu lawyer, y'all. Show that man some respect. He's an elite lawyer. But see, in the hood, public defender, they think you're going to be fried. But that's not always true. That's not always true. That's not always true. Now, I'll give you a clue. When your public defender looks like this guy, your ass going to get fried. Yes, sir. That was KEEFE, the original lawyer. That was the original public defender. When I came online, I said it. Yes, I did say it, y'all. KEEFE going to get fried. Because I saw his ass talking. I was like, nah, his ass getting fried. He like an idiot. The way I'm like, nah. When I saw him, yes, that was my saying, y'all. But then when I saw this other lawyer, I knew nothing about him. I just watched his work. So I watched him 3 days, and I was like, nah, he's a good lawyer. I'll take him. Then this morning, let me look him up. Let me look him up. I ain't stupid. I judge people by their works, not how they look. That's you. You a freak that judge looks, body, and flesh. Booties, hair. They keep talking about his hair, y'all. I'm like, why they keep talking about this man's hair? But what they don't know is his hair is a distraction. All right? You didn't grow up watching Kung Fu movies. You don't know about the drunken monkey. You don't know about the drunken master. He using all those techniques in court. Y'all, what's wrong with y'all? He gets up. He plays around. He act like he's slow. But then he got a plan. He got all his notes. He got all his stuff ready. He just start asking them questions. Some of them be BS, but then he stick a real question in there. His whole thing is to expose them and irritate them. Part of what he's doing, this whole thing you've been seeing with him, in my opinion, his first moves is poking at them. Okay, let's say an assumption. Okay, you guys all in here on the script, huh? Okay, let's go to the script. So you said this, that, poking at him, right? But after we get through this, now I'm going to ask you some other stuff you don't know. I'm going to come at you another way. And then he start coming at them. When he start coming at them, that's when they get mad. See? That's how it works. When he start coming at him, that's when he got mad. He can't. Why you coming at me like that? He said in the court, why you coming at me like that? Yo, man, I said I never saw nobody in the stand talking back to the attorney like that. That is a sign of guilt, period. I don't care if you was accused of stealing a loaf of bread. Anything you accused of in that court, you let it play out. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. And you must understand, I understand this technique. Okay, this the guy that know all this stuff about Tupac. He did all these docs, all these YouTube videos, all these books. But when I ask him questions that he don't like or he ain't used to, he get mad and worked up. But God thought you was a Tupac artist. So my point is, this how it's playing out. Well, sir, why you getting so mad? Sir, why you getting so mad when you the one that's supposed to know so much? That's why I say he got his ass. And he tried to play it off in court like the lawyer's personally attacking him. I'm like, bro, you don't do that in no courtroom. No, it's called that lawyer was working his ass. He hit his ass with the sleepy technique, y'all. He get them on that stage. He start taking his time. Meanwhile, he wants to get them very sleepy. He also knows they're old. I done peep the technique. You know how I go, y'all? They going to sit in that courtroom from 9 o'clock in the morning. But by the time he start jumping on their ass, it's going to be after 3 p.m. after lunch when they get woozy and sleepy. And then he start coming at their ass. And he know they be frustrated. He know old men get grumpy after 3. So he start working their ass, y'all. But that's Mike Dorsey right here, y'all. That's him right here. He got his ass. See, my point is, you see his ass being cool, but in that courtroom, his ass wasn't cool. And we also know what it means when the ass start turning red. We know what that means. No, y'all, he was working his ass. He know they older, sitting in that chair. Some of them got hemorrhoids, but he got a technique to it, y'all. Let them sit in the courtroom all day. We not going to call them till after 3, after lunch. Yeah, you know, when they start falling asleep, that's what we going to, then that's what we going to do. So saying, he worked their ass, y'all. And I'm going to tell you again, the only person I seen hold their own that got all this judgment is Reggie. So I seen it the first day. He was trying to, man, I saw him coming at Reggie. That's why I said, nah, he ain't no scrub. He was coming at Reggie. He was trying to come at him. Reggie he held it down. But I could tell Reggie was a little agitated, but Reggie held it calm. And I also was able to see that Reggie, it looked to me like Reggie didn't expect this dude. But Reggie, out of people that's mainly accused, when Suge say he ain't coming, this one say they ain't coming, Reggie accused of slaughtering the whole Compton. We know all the stuff Reggie accused of. When I saw him in that seat, he held his the most. All right? Far as he didn't let that dude get to him like that. Mob James did. What, you trying to get me to send KEEFE D to jail? I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. KEEFE D, he already beat you. He got you worked up. Mob James, he got you worked up. KEEFE D was laughing. Mob James, he already got you worked up. But you don't know, that might have been one of the points he want to prove right now. Because it's going to come back around again. That was the first step to get you out of character. What Mob James do? If you did not see the video of Mob James outside the courtroom apologizing to him for the way he acted in the courtroom. I'm sorry the way I acted. I'm sorry. Now, they thought he was a bozo, y'all. That was really Mob James trying to base on his ass. They was trying to base on him like he was a clown. And so did he do it. But Mob James thought he was a bozo. But at the end of the day, his point was proven. He got Mob James worked up. He was trying to get Mob James to incriminate himself. Got it? So by him trying to agitate him with incrimination, he got him with what? Frustration. Which means not a good look for Mob James. Now, guess what else he know? I could put Mob James back on that stand and tear his ass up. Because I already know he get worked up easy. See that? This is how it plays out, y'all. You mean to tell me Law and Order got 25 years? Y'all still know about courtroom law? Still? That's how I know y'all ain't watched Law and Order. Y'all ain't learned nothing. No, y'all. See, this guy's picking. He's picking. He's doing little stuff. But see, he knows what he can do with Mob James already. He also knows what he can do with who? Mike Dorsey. Because he got them worked up. Let's call him back to the stand again. See that? No, it's a slow grind. He's using a certain technique, y'all. They're used to dramatics, theatrics. No, this ain't that trial. That lawyer got a different technique. I'm going to be honest, y'all. It looks like that lawyer is trying to expose the dirty cops. It looks like he's coming at them. That's what it looked like. It looked like he's coming at them. And what else they better understand is what? He is Greg Kading's homeboy. So you heard a lot of stuff about Greg Kading. All right. Nothing is a fact. That's his homeboy. So I don't think Greg Kading was fond of his behavior because he made himself look very weird. So just letting you know, because people come in the chat, they be like, "Who's that? Who's that?" You know, in the black department, if you ain't black, they think everybody that's not black is a clown, so they don't know nobody. They be like, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" Meanwhile, you know why it's all these docs. No, he did good work, but he is Greg Kading's homeboy. So one side says, put it all on Puff. One side says it was the dirty cops. One side says it was Suge and them. Nobody knows. But if KEEFE D go down, Diddy goes down. And that might go with the narrative of what. So when they say those narratives, that's part of it. It go two ways, y'all. This is a crafty ass case. Two ways it go. Check it out. When they say, if you find out who did this one, you'll get that one. So let's go through it. If KEEFE D is found guilty, Diddy's going to be in trouble for Tupac, and they're going to try to say they're the ones that did it with Biggie. But the other side of the case they're not telling you is it go both ways. If the cops get accused of being dirty cops, and they had something to do with Tupac, they gonna get accused of doing Biggie too. See what I'm saying? So it's all twisted and tangled. But really, it's still the East Coast, West Coast beef behind the scenes. Yes, that's what it is. Because it's both sides blaming each other. All right? So understand that part. Watching this guy do his work is one thing, but get this part right. You don't gotta like him. You might think he's a clown, but he is not a Temu lawyer. It's called elite lawyer. All right? So your people gonna keep talking. Let them keep talking. Meaning, I'm talking about all your janky ass content creators. Huh? The ones that don't know nothing about law. The ones they gotta cover everything for a couple dollars. They don't inform people, they don't educate people, they don't know nothing, y'all. Trust me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. So if you want to, like I tell you, man, deal with the real source. When I told y'all, oh, people like Reggie on here for a reason. You got people that was there giving you their straight opinions. So if Reggie been talking online all this time and you got a chance to watch him for yourself in that court, you got your meaning. You don't got to listen to nobody else. No dumbass content creator. That's the case. You will listen to Bomb first. And my point is, it's all in the courtroom now, so I don't know why they keep giving these updates clip by clip. Meanwhile, they give you their own opinion. Because people around the world don't hear y'all opinions. This is a national scale. Intelligence is watching. Intelligence, law enforcement, lawyers, paralegals. This case also revealed how many law enforcement is online, which I already told you. It's informants online. It's got them all type, every damn agency of law enforcement on here. That's also when I was telling y'all watch street content, which are street opinions, but meanwhile, y'all all still being watched by law enforcement. Because y'all the ones don't get it. Let's go. Now let's move on some more. Remember this, y'all. Take a look. Would that mean if Diddy go down because of Zip, do that mean Mike Tyson gonna get in trouble too? I don't know. This only question I got. Well, it's part of it. But my question also is why KEEFE D not throwing everybody under the bus? I'm surprised he ain't. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we joke on him being a rat. We know this. But my only thing I wonder about KEEFE, I'm surprised he ain't just throwing everybody under the bus. Everybody, goddamn it, everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? He made me do this. He told me to do that, or this one and that one. I'm just surprised he ain't telling on everything. That's the only thing interesting as well. Because I looked at it like KEEFE D like Nino Brown. If he go down, everybody going down. But that's not his approach. That's kind of interesting as well. According to what I see, this trial is about him. This whole trial is about who's going to take the blame. It's a blame game. And in my opinion, his formula is to paint the picture that is no facts KEEFE D did it. It's all for entertainment. When he ran with the narratives and all that. Let's go. Here go Mike Tyson and Zip. So y'all got it. What y'all got? Mike Tyson friends with Zip. Mike Tyson was friends with Tupac. And there was a what? Before Tupac got smoked, he saw Mike Tyson that day. Got it? The Mike Tyson show. Went out there to see his buddy Mike. And that's what he got stretched out at. Not saying Mike got nothing. I'm just showing you. These are the things that was going on back then, y'all. When I've been learned that. What? That all the big time drug dealers were, hey, see, the gimmick back in the day what people don't understand is before our time, we were young. It's in every story. Jay Prince, Harry O, Death Row. The big time drug dealers always were the top celebrities. The big time, this is why people don't know their history. When rappers first came out, they were considered clowns. They were broke. They had to go to the drug dealers for everything, y'all. That's why LL Cool J was with Alpo. That's why you hear about rappers hanging with big time boys back then. Because the streets had the money. They had to get their money from the label, y'all. They ain't had no money like that. The drug dealers had millions in the house. They had millions in cash back then. They started the whole concept of cleaning this money. We're going to clean this money off this music. The drug dealers started that as an early 90s thing. Even AZ that was down with Alpo told you that. They were trying to get in the game. But we were young. We didn't know that was the fad back then of big-time drug dealers washing that money. I didn't know that. I was a teenager. But that's what it was about. But I always knew, growing up in New York, it was always the big-time drug dealer was the superstar. That's how I knew about Alpo in goddamn elementary school. I ain't never been to Harlem, but at that time, I knew Alpo was. I ain't never met Tut. I knew Tut was. Because they were the real superstars. I knew 50 Cent was the real one. We knew their names like the Boogeyman and Heroes. Because they were the real movers and shakers of the city, the real stars. And when you saw them in real life, you say, man, I ain't know Tut was that short. Shit like that. 18. See, that's why Brian Glaze Gibbs be telling y'all too. That's what I respect about Brian Glaze Gibbs. What? He came out on a rip, told y'all he told. What else Brian Glaze Gibbs was a revelation to y'all? Dude, guys, they're getting out of prison starting YouTube channels. When I saw Brian Glaze do it, Sammy the Bull, I knew that was the movement. Everybody that came out of jail early was a damn informant, one way or another. They were in a program, y'all. I told you, a lot of these content creators you watch, especially, mostly all of the informants, mostly all of the people that work with law enforcement, they have channels and they talk what? Street content. Same thing Sammy the Bull did. It's a few of them, but they also give education with it. But all of them have admitted, and they're not proud of it, with no shame. It was a program. You just didn't get it. Sammy the Bull started his YouTube channel and podcast. That was for the Italian. That was for the other gangsters. Brian Glaze Gibbs started his YouTube channel for the other gangsters. Meanwhile, it was a program of gangsters that were informants, whatever they were, snitched, starting channels up. But see, the thing about Sammy, he admitted it. Brian Glaze admitted it. It's many other people on here ain't admit nothing, and they are straight informants. That's why they home early. It's certain people not supposed to be home, period. Then the way they talk online, you can tell they ass be telling. I'm saying it for a reason, because everybody pick and choose. No. Online, especially since this, look, y'all, since all this criminal stuff been online, man, it's so many law enforcement on here. Not just with channels, they also in chats. No, they all on here. So I'm going to get to that another day. This also was used to capture the modern day criminals. Every modern day criminal was under surveillance on these apps. Because they know street content brings the criminal. Here you got it. Now let's go. Don't forget. As of now, does it look like Diddy going down? Do you have any proof? All right. As of now, you don't have no proof, y'all. I was even thinking of stuff like this. I think weird. See, what's throwing everybody off is the word corner-pointed lawyer. What if he's a corner-pointed lawyer on a favor? Take care of this case. Look out for you later. You don't know that. Because he's working his case for real, y'all. He's working it like a paid lawyer. All right, let's go. Top of the top, shout out to everybody that's up. This is all I had to talk about today. I was trying to wait till afterwards, but it was nothing else to talk about. It was either that or don't come on. So like I said, guys, he got a team. He's not a Timu lawyer. You get that part right. And also, I'm also saying that so you can get the entertainment in this trial. Yes, it might be boring. When he comes out, he's not coming to play. So far, what I noticed, a lot of things been revealed in the recordings, period. KEEFE D been making records. KEEFE D done made records. KEEFE D done wrote 8 books before that. KEEFE D wrote 8 books in a goddamn audio. He did. KEEFE D is the first gangster to write an audio book. Know that part. Because shit, if we just had those tapes, that's all entertainment we need. No, KEEFE D was the first man to write an audio book. Yes, he did. Man, because that was about 5 books of paper in one. Defense strategy in Tupac murder case. Don't believe my client. That's his defense. Get it right. The defense is, don't believe KEEFE D. He made it up. He made it up for clout and money. That's the defense. So if you want to know what's being stood on in that court today, it's KEEFE D narrative that he told us. What? The last minute, he went on national TV and said, man, they got me on the script. I ain't doing it. Man, I just made it up. It's not real. That's the defense. So what has to be proven is, was KEEFE D telling the truth or was he lying? But now let's look at facts. Do we have any facts of what KEEFE D said out his mouth? What else we know in the hood? In the hood, some of us know about people that lied about bodies they ain't even have. They were just lying about bodies to create a gangster persona image. We know that's in the hood too. Now you got to put in perspective of, in KEEFE D mind, I'm about to do this book, I'm about to get rich, so I'm going to add a little bit of fairy tales in there too. But the point is this. KEEFE D was not seen doing nothing. He's not on camera. 1 minute you hear, I just heard a lot of different stuff. But my point is, if you ask me to bet my life or my rent on if KEEFE D actually did it, I couldn't prove it. Because remember, it could be two different things. KEEFE D did it. KEEFE D has something to do with it. It could be KEEFE D taking a rap. It could be KEEFE D a long time ago got paid to take the rap. We don't know. But I know one thing, it ain't over yet. So when people say KEEFE D is cooked, that's a false narrative. We have no proof of him being cooked. Not at all. The whole Mob Jayz part was wild. I thought it was the prosecution at first. I couldn't believe it was KEEFE D's lawyer. Bingo, told y'all. He stomped Mob Jayz the first. See, the first day he got Mob Jayz, that's what made me pay attention to him. Like, nah, he ain't no damn janky-ass lawyer. Because what he wanted to prove with Mob Jayz, he did it. Meaning, if he wanted to get him worked up, he did it. He was trying to get Mob Jayz to incriminate himself. You trying to get me? Now, me and KEEFE, I can't stand KEEFE D. Me and him ain't never been cool. But you trying to get me to get that man locked up. No, he's not, sir. He's trying to get you to incriminate yourself. Get it? Mob Jayz knew that too. Mob Jayz had a hissy fit on the stand, y'all. That was not a good look. Then outside, he started talking to the lawyer. My bad, man. My bad. I didn't mean that. No, that mean Mob Jayz. You know what you did was wrong. You know that man got you worked up. That was not a good look, Mob Jayz. Not a good look, sir. What this person said. The whole Mob Jayz part was wild. I thought it was the prosecution at first. I couldn't believe it was KEEFE D's lawyer. Why? Because online, they kept calling him a Timu lawyer. Online, they kept saying, KEEFE D is done. He's cooked. Meanwhile, this man is an elite lawyer. Get it right. That's the name of his website. No, this. See, y'all, a lot of y'all got confused. See, when y'all heard about KEEFE D with the public defender, this is the public defender that was going to get his ass hung in court. He's not the lawyer no more. I also believed the same thing when I saw him. Because he's a clown. Now, this guy right here, you don't have no proof he's a clown. You got proof he's been stomping their ass. And yesterday was a great day for KEEFE D. Because yesterday, this guy was made a fool of. Yes, he was. Now, let's go. Because they are the ones, don't forget. Now, the officers, their narrative is the Zip Diddy narrative. As of now in the court, I don't see it with no legs yet. Not yet, I don't. All right, let's continue on. Key details on KEEFE D's legal defense. Michael Sanford is the primary defense attorney leading the trial strategy. He has argued that his client's previous public confessions and claim in his 2019 memoir about the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur were merely tall tales, fairy tales, tall tales told for entertainment and money. So you want to know what this fight is about? This is KEEFE D's fight. This is what the lawyer's trying to prove. All right? This is what he's trying to use to get KEEFE D off. Your Honor, my client was telling tales. It's called Tales from the Hood. Not a mistake, that movie's from LA. The word is KEEFE D was telling tales from the hood. That's the defense, y'all. Which is, but you got to understand, that is what KEEFE D switched up at the last minute. So if you believe KEEFE D was on a script, that's one thing believing. But what happened is KEEFE D went off script. You can believe that too, because he went off script, meaning he's coming with something they didn't expect. When everybody kept saying, he's done, he finished, KEEFE D said, I ain't going out like that. Okay. That's the defense. So when you see him fighting, that's what he's fighting to prove. He's fighting to prove you guys don't have no facts on that. All right. And also, they are some of the ones that are behind KEEFE getting that money because KEEFE was getting money to talk in interviews. I'm also going to say it again. You can't, I'm going to be honest, y'all. We can't complain about everybody that made money off Tupac when nothing stopped Tupac family from making money off him, y'all. Y'all all have to prove Tupac family didn't make nothing at all. Because revolutionaries don't make money. You understand that's why revolutionaries are classified as terrorists? Because when all this stuff started, revolutionaries had to rob, steal, rob banks, gas stations, establishments. They had to do crime to sustain themselves. And ever since back then, the revolutionaries been classified on a different level, y'all. Which means the truth about the revolution, it means going in circle. And when it all plays out, you're going to be broke. You have proof that nobody in Tupac family was a person of business. They wasn't even smart enough to make money off their own relative, y'all. You keep seeing this in black culture and rap. Don't keep blaming everybody else for making money. I laugh and joke. But see, if Tupac, my cousin, nobody stops me from doing a documentary on me and my cousin. Nothing stops me on writing a book on how me and my cousin grew up. See that? You have the proof. What else? You got the proof that Tupac was 24, 25 years old, taking care of his whole bum-ass family. That's why Mo Preem in there trying to get a payout. Mo Preem ain't there for no justice. He want a damn payout. You see what I'm trying to tell you? When y'all keep saying Tupac is a role model, I'm going to ask you today, a role model of what? Then I'll prove to you how your whole life is rap music. And that's why the whole world laughing at y'all. A role model of what? He got smoked in the end. And when he got smoked, I didn't see no Black Panthers. I didn't see no revolution. When he got smoked, I didn't see one after that. And he died broke. And his family stayed broke. His family also the ones that kept him broke. The message in this whole thing, Tupac was so loyal to that skin color, but in the end, that skin color couldn't do nothing for him. You get it? So understand that part. Nobody stopped Tupac family from carrying the legacy of getting rich. Why I say that? Because when I saw in that courtroom, the reality of how many books were written, how many documentaries were made, and I understand that shit went on 30 years. People made a lot. Man, these people can send their kids to college off this stuff. And you telling me Tupac family ain't make nothing. That also means they didn't even secure the legacy. What else they didn't do? Guys, they are so stupid. They didn't even give their own narrative of Tupac through their own works. So when y'all want to talk about family, then you have it. Y'all been dealing with glorified hype on this damn camera, y'all. It's sad. They say our whole life is controlled by books, movies, and music. That's all y'all know and believe. But you never look at reality. The reality is, if Tupac never got that record deal and became famous, his family would never been that famous. Even though I'm still trying to figure out a such thing as a famous Black Panther that defended himself in court. That's one thing. But see, I'm just going to tell you Tupac was no hero. You know what else I'm starting to see? Tupac was a straight reflection of his mother, y'all. Tupac was nothing but the spirit of a fiend, man. Know why I'm saying that? Because I see it. I see it, man. I see everything Tupac was, his mother programmed that in him. And what I mean by that is, it was a false reality that wasn't going to work in the 90s. Look at Tupac now as his mother, because that's what he was. And this ain't nothing but a beef of mama's boys. Diddy was a mama boy. Tupac was a mama boy. You want to know reality, y'all? You want to stop playing with me? All Tupac know in reality is what his mother told him. Tupac was a traveler. He never had a home, a hood. What Tupac really know about them streets? What do he really know about that revolution? Everything he know from his mother, y'all. His mother put that in his head. Took her from New York, Baltimore. Now you're going to get some of this good white education of acting. White, y'all ain't going to talk about the Tupac letters wrote to him by his classmates. Everything installed by him was from his mother, his whole belief system. Mama take him to California. That's how it's not like he's a grown man, bro, and went to California at a young age by himself, learned the ways of Cali, learned his ways through the rough of the street. But he was his mama's boy. What else he told you? Mama's a crackhead. That's the key glitch in the whole story you don't get. What crackhead mean? Don't think straight. But that's his whole influence. which means I saw it play out in the end, y'all. Because when I looked at the end, how Tupac was just ranting, raving, acting foolish, he wasn't smart with a lot of stuff. He just wasn't, y'all. But it's not, I ain't gonna say it's his fault, but I just want y'all to get, if you want to get it right about Tupac being a role model, he was a role model for every single thug. Thugs. He inspired the thugs. Understand that. He inspired everybody to get tatted. Before Tupac, understand this black community, it was no such thing as people tatted out like that. Before Tupac, black community was no such thing as nobody tatted on his stomach. Even though everything he got was from what? Rock and roll. Tupac's whole image on death row was rock and roll. That's why he became a pop star. That was the whole concept of the whole thing. All right? So get that part right. He was a role model for the thugs. Where the thugs at? In prison. You want to know who Tupac was a role model of? You'll see they follow him tooth and nail. Everybody looked at the pot, they ass in jail. Everybody looked up the pot, they dead. And everybody else, I bet my life they got a felony. That's the result of being a Tupac follower. All right? Tupac was a role model to inspire all their ass to get locked up one day. And one day you're going to be saying, dear mama, please visit me. Dear mama, why you don't send me nothing? That's the whole scenario of him. And I'm saying that because it's all over. It's no heroes in this, but it will be a result. It will be a result. What else they forget? Let's get this part too. You ever seen a revolutionary take money from the man? Well, here you go. The revolutionary family that went and got money from the man. I thought they fought against the man. No, they was getting checks from the man. All right, you got it now? It's called a hypocrite, y'all. I'm saying that for a reason. Y'all need to stop praising Tupac now, y'all. Let that man rest in peace. Y'all embarrassing yourself at this point. If one of y'all not going to start the church of Tupac, let it go. Anybody following Tupac, here's your future. Your ass going to be living underground. Now, let's go back to the East Coast real quick. This is a real epidemic. People living underground, y'all. You heard about falling off? Well, people have fallen off so much, they literally living under the ground. These are the things happening nobody's talking about. Let's go. So, epidemic in New York, people down there chilling with the Ninja Turtles. New York is the home of rats. Why you think Master Splinter? But New York is a place you will go see big-ass rats that also stand up and walk around. Yes, the home of the rats. It's not a mistake. Y'all been in many places, have never seen that many rats as New York City. Nope, the home of the rats. Get it? Alpo, get it? All right. Do you see this, y'all? Do you see this? 2026, people are living underground with the Ninja Turtles. No, they were telling y'all in the end, y'all gonna be Ninja Turtles. You already rats. You gonna grow to be Master Splinter. You hard-headed. You don't listen. You gonna be living underground too, fool. You gotta come out and steal pizza. Y'all gonna come out the ground in Manhattan and go to the spot with $1 pizza at for the rest of your life, turtle. You got it. No, this is real talk, y'all. This is real talk. People have fallen off the map, y'all. I told you, man. They said after that pandemic, it's never going back to normal. Boy, it got worse. I want y'all to see this to be happy for everything you got. There are people literally living in hell. So this whole hot summer, they underground. It's an epidemic, y'all. So you could be in New York out of nowhere, somebody start coming out the ground. Because there's more than once. These are more than one events. Different boroughs. See that? Catching their ass like rats at night. Yo, they said they saw somebody come out the ground and jump in the car and go to work. Straight up. That's what made somebody get caught. Because they saw them hop in the car after that. That's how we know there's somebody doing bad, y'all. They still paying that car note. You see what I'm saying, y'all? They still paying that car note. Somebody got out early in the morning, had to go to work. Had their car parked right outside the hole. Now, I will say this. Hey, if you're going to go rock bottom, go all the way in. Meaning, shit. If I come to that level, but I got a good job, I might as well stack money under there for about 3 months. At least I'll come out straight. Hey, that's the only way to come up. Because shit, if all I got is a job, I might as well stack my money up. Because when I come out of there, I'm trying to have at least 20 grand or something. You got it? But other than that, no, that's reality. Why are people sneaking in and out of New York City sewers? USA Today. national topics. So y'all got it? So everybody's worried about the trial, people falling off every day. So y'all, we heard about what? Y'all living in the car. We heard about sleeping everywhere. People are literally living underground. So if you want to do some charity work, you can start leaving food outside the hole. And people could come take it. Yeah. For real talk. All right, let's go. Let's get into some positive stuff that's going on. Because they ain't gonna talk about this neither. Drake just surpassed 14 billion Spotify streams in 2026 across all credits. There you have it. Because the KEEFE trial has over. Look, nobody's making music. Man, this culture is dead. Dead culture, y'all. Ain't nothing going on, y'all. They are so far away from music. You know what else happened? Everybody from this era lost their talent, y'all. That's why there's no more music left. And they wanted Drake to be gone so there'll really be no music. See? They want Drake like this. That's why they wanted Drake too, so he can be like Tupac. They want everybody to say, rest in peace, Drake, we love you. No, y'all, Drake is the only one actually still making music. Y'all culture is gone because you don't have no music. You ever heard of music without a culture? You ever heard of culture without music? You ever heard about music without a culture? All right then. Y'all don't have no culture and you don't have no more music left. See that? All your people in jail. That's what they don't get. They still don't get it. They still don't get it. Out of everybody entertainment, all they stars, the man wants to be in jail and in trouble. If they ain't look, with they celebrity, if they ain't in jail, they accused of stuff. If they ain't accused of stuff, their names exposed. No. This is y'all culture. But this time, see, you think it's just KEEFE D on trial. No, this also is y'all culture on trial. I tell y'all with the Diddy trial, everything is about you guys. Why? The whole world know this is y'all life. The whole world know y'all brainwashed by this the most. All of this is a reflection of your life. That's why I can be any other race and just watch y'all comments, how y'all talk, and I can know how y'all feel about the whole situation. Because this is y'all culture, remember? That means y'all are the only people that live by the code of the music of hip-hop. The whole world watch y'all talk about this for 30 years. But the problem is you have no other advancement. And now you won't even have nothing else to talk about positive. Nothing. If I ask you right now, who's your Tupac of this day? Could you show them to me? What else y'all able to see? The whole revelation of Tupac Big proves that in 30 years, y'all did not produce nothing great, nowhere close to that level yet. That's what it proves. It also proves y'all didn't create another Death Row, nowhere on that level. Y'all didn't make a Bad Boy, nowhere on that level. Y'all didn't make a Rockefeller. Y'all didn't do nothing in the past 30 years. That's what this means. This means everything y'all did was a bunch of nothing. Why? If we had to judge the culture today on greatness, we couldn't do it, could we? Because they don't have nothing left. You know why? It became too negative, y'all. They still don't understand, y'all. You cannot build from negative energy. They don't understand the last wave of music was for y'all to destroy yourself. They took the Tupac Thug Life program, multiplied it by 1,000. Here you got it, drill rap. It also is the Demolition Man. This is how your neighborhoods got cleaned up without using one tool. Yes, they went to work on your neighborhood. Meanwhile, they still praise Lil Durk. Everybody look up to Lil Durk. Where they at, y'all? In prison. Hip-hop is a culture. One thing y'all didn't understand, too. Prisons do not make commercials. Prisons do not promote like businesses. But somehow they always pack like a business, huh? Why? Cigarettes don't make commercials. Weed. You ever seen a weed commercial? Have you ever seen a Glock commercial? Have you ever seen an AK commercial? It's called hip-hop music. The commercial for all the above. The commercial that keeps the what? The prisons and the graveyards packed. Did they forget the graveyard is a business and the funeral home? Did they forget? Did they forget that they're the main ones that spend money in prisons and what else? Graveyards, paying for funerals? It's them. But this is what they look up to, y'all. Please get to your head today. The game is over and they all are rats. Or they all gonna tell some kind of way. or they all gonna have some type of agreement. They gonna do everything but get 100 years in jail. Just know that. I'm also gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all are the ones that made rap gossipy. What I'm trying to tell you is y'all gossip about rappers more than the actual music. This is why I tell y'all they've been finessed. Y'all been calling it hip-hop culture, but all y'all been doing is talking and gossiping about what they did, and this one shot that one, and this one did that one, and Lil Woody did this, and he did that. Meanwhile, no goddamn music. They don't realize they've been gossiping online 10 years straight more than they've been making music. That's what the culture is now. It had nothing to do with rap culture. This culture is called Wendy Williams now. Got it? What I respect about Tekashi 6ix9ine, what I already told you, Tekashi 6ix9ine came out outright. He ain't hide nothing. Oh, yeah. Machine Gun Kelly went to Lil Durk's trial. Machine Gun Kelly, willing participant at Diddy Baby Oil. Yes, he was. Did you forget he was signed to the Diddler? Yes, he was. Diddy put a lot of baby oil on Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, he did. So my point is this. He went to the trial. But see, told you, let me show you what this culture breeds. This what y'all breed it now. See that? Not no talent for this. Idiots. Aha. Ragamuffin heads. We also call them spaghetti heads. Yeah, fake rosters. You know what's a fake roster? A man with dreads that don't know nothing. A man with dreads know nothing about Ethiopia. He know nothing about Haile Selassie, nothing at all. That's him. That's why they idiots, y'all. Any man with dread, no knowledge, no. The dread represented how much knowledge he had. Did you know that? That's what it represented. The longer the hair, the more knowledge he has. Not no more. Now it means the dumber they are. The bigger the dreads, the dumber they are. What else does it mean, bro? No good job. What did he do, y'all? Let's look at America's dumbest criminals. See, I've been telling y'all, when are y'all going to start the news version of America's dumbest criminals? Do the black version. It'll be hilarious. Look what this guy did, y'all. He robbed a jewelry store and tried to pawn it like a dummy. Florida man grabs $22,000 in gold from a mall, then shows up at a pawn shop. He stole it from the mall and then went straight to the pawn shop. And you got it, y'all. Get it right, y'all. Get this shit right. Y'all never was gangsters. Y'all petty thugs. That's what thugs do, guys. That's why KBD said, man, you should never been playing around. Because they didn't understand this, y'all. It's a difference between gangsters and thugs. Thugs smash glasses. Thugs do stupid stuff. Gangsters are highly intelligent criminals. That's what y'all didn't get. Gangsters know how to conduct themselves. Gangsters know how to get the job done. It's called putting in work and getting away clean. Thugs always get caught. Thugs always go to jail. Thugs do anything. What's a thug? 1 minute he's selling weed. 1 minute he in a stolen car. 1 minute he robbing. 1 minute he going to somebody's pocketbook. That's a thug. No solid hustle, nothing solid, no nothing. Gang organization. Huh? Gang is the goddamn boulets of the street. You better get it right. Gangs are a gangster is the highest intelligence level of a criminal. That's why gangsters specialize in what? Not getting caught, not going to jail. All right? The real gangster is the guy in your neighborhood. He might got 5 bodies, but you don't never know because he's so nice. He holds doors. He does a lot. He's so nice. You never know. He made so much money off drugs. You have no clue what he did. Those are the real gangsters. And then he retired, go to church. No, know the difference between a gangster and a thug. Ain't no more such thing as gangster life, period. But it's always going to be thugs. I'm showing you what y'all looked up to, thug life. I never looked up to that. I was raised, I'm going to just leave it at that. I ain't never looked up to no damn fake-ass thugs. So now I'm showing you, right? See why they all still go to jail? See why they still go to jail? Or what's the difference between real gangsters? When real gangsters go to prison, they got the money put up for their family. They got the money to get through their bid, and the gang gonna make sure they straight in jail. Thugs, it's not like that. So, know the difference, y'all. See this thug? His dumb ass, broke ass in jail. He's stupid. That's a thug. Fool stole jewelry and tried to pawn it the same day. He didn't even have the smarts to sell it piece by piece in the streets. He's stupid. He didn't even know. All he had to do was go to all these businesses where people work and try to sell it to working people. He's a dummy. All right? He could have slow grind that whole pack. He ain't know no better, y'all. Let's go. Now I'm going to show y'all the result. Thank you very much, Toy. Now I'm going to show you the result. Check it out. Adrian Broner is crumbling right in y'all face, y'all. Let's call this the Adrian Broner experiment. He was a champion boxer. He's opposite of that. I don't believe he can slap box no more. Guys, I believe I can knock his ass out with one hand. I believe it. I believe he's so far away from himself, he don't remember how to hold his hands up. Straight up. And on top of that, this man was in shape. His goddamn stomach bigger than mine. I couldn't believe it. How the hell is this man box his stomach bigger than mine? No, y'all, you watching. You watch this man brain get turned into noodles. You watching it, y'all. You keep y'all on this guy because he's showing you all of this stuff is a reflection of a lot of y'all right now. Let's go. Because some people don't understand about Adrian Broner. He is gone. He's gone. Y'all ever heard of outer body experience? He's going through that right now. He's not himself no more. He is not himself no more at all. Straight up. To the point where this is getting spooky with him. Y'all, I told y'all, kick is for slow people. Meaning, you know, Big Meech on the same platform, Kick. What is Big Meech doing on Kick with Blueface and Adrian Broner? Are they trying to tell us Big Meech can't read? Maybe so. I think of Big Meech, y'all, I'm ready to start doing a reading challenge for these gangsters. Somebody make Big Meech read out a book live on camera. I think Big Meech can't read neither. I'm starting to think this stuff, y'all. Reason why I say that, because look at Adrian Broner, y'all. Somebody help this man. Y'all be saying free Diddy, man. Free Adrian Broner, man. Somebody need to help this man. You see this? He's done. Now get this part right. He called himself beefing with the same people as Floyd. The same people that made him a top boxer, same people made Floyd a top boxer. But see, he also got too big for his britches. You looking at the result of him being too big for his britches, running his mouth, and now you see in the end his career being over, and he's humiliating himself. Now, this is what I mean. If a lot of y'all just knew how to do your job and shut up, this stuff wouldn't happen. But what they say about them, they say they praise money, and money controls them. Money also divides them, because their whole life based on money. They say y'all worship money, y'all. When y'all keep talking about the devil, no, the devil y'all worship is money, dummy. And that's why you're going to end up like that. Because the devil got a plan for your stupid ass. See that? Because remember, y'all, it's never enough. So being that it's never enough for y'all, that's why y'all end up in the end with zero. All right? Meanwhile, you know, we was talking about Megan. They getting on Megan with her blonde hair. Y'all know I was just talking about Megan yesterday. Megan didn't earn her spot. She just hooked up with certain people. Megan does everything but make music, like I said. This era is not based on music and talent. It's about who go live the most and who likes you. It has nothing to do. I'm showing y'all why y'all culture is in the toilet and it's never coming back. And everything in your head is a fantasy. This closing of Tupac is also the closing of your thug life, your gangster behavior, and everything you proud of, giving you proof that everything you believe in always dies. Everything y'all believe in never progresses. It never makes your money. And at the same time, this last time, your communities got destroyed. Get that part right. You want to go back in time? Well, when Tupac and them was on the earth, it was a such thing as the black community. Not no more. They forget it's this thing called regentrification that hit every hood. Why you think people can walk around in Compton now in the daytime smoking a cigarette? Back in the day, they would have never did that. Everywhere is regentrified. But this the thing. Y'all been online so much. Duh. Y'all don't know our chronology. Everybody know y'all don't have no community no more. Y'all community is in chat rooms. You are now a part of YouTube communities. You don't have one, fool. You part of Facebook communities. You don't have no community. What is wrong with y'all? You got it? I say things harsh to get it clear in your head. because I don't want you to talk and be delusional. All right? Everybody knows y'all don't have no community no more. Okay. It was a time when you went to y'all community. Guys, how many summers went by you didn't smell no charcoal in the community? How many summers have passed, no cookouts? They don't have family reunions. They don't meet up for Christmas no more. When the last time they had Thanksgiving? If you go in their neighborhood right now, will they have their grandmothers on porches drinking lemonade? Will you see kids on bikes jumping ramps? Will you see it? Keep on making up lies, y'all. Where their community at? Show me. Somebody show me. I challenge. I'm going to do the community challenge. Some of y'all do. I challenge y'all to film your community in full function. All right. Now, before we had everything, crackheads, meaning community doing so good, crackheads don't even mean nothing. Community doing so good, 500 crackheads, that man, community still doing good because the community was always there. All right. What else left their community? Their churches. What I mean is they don't go to church no more. All right. You know how many Sundays I've seen the church empty? Your community, the church was your community. One more thing. What else their community? The barbershops. Ain't they saying barbershops closing up? How the hell a barbershop closing up when it was always the pillar of their community? Because their community don't exist. And plus, the barbershops closed because their whole community started looking like this. That's what closed. Remember I told y'all when I was working in the shop, when I noticed everybody's hair started growing out, I noticed my money started getting funny. And that's when I stopped cutting hair because I already knew what time it was, 2018. This is why the barbershops closed. It was a fad of not getting a haircut came out. See, don't look at it like a fad of growing dreads. Don't look at it like a fad of braiding hair. It was a fad called don't get your hair cut. And that is what crashed. See, I'm going to show y'all was in a Ponzi scheme. Didn't I tell you this time was designed where y'all going to destroy yourself? Y'all going to implode. Self-destruction. Let me show you how it's done. We know the barbers in y'all hood get rich. First of all, we know the barbershop is really y'all meeting grounds. We know that's where y'all enjoy yourself at. We know that's where the information at. We also know y'all sell drugs out of them too. We also know y'all get money and don't pay taxes. Yes, we know that too. So we're going to play a game. We're going to get the rappers to bring out new hairstyles, and they're going to follow. And these hairstyles going to lead their ass out the barbershop. Well, see, let me explain it to you. When Jay-Z was a superstar, them barbershops stayed packed. Look at that dark Caesar Jay-Z had. When T.I. had that cut, that low fade, man, that barbershop stayed packed. Boosie had that bald fade. They stayed. Gucci Man getting his hair cut. Kanye West getting his hair cut. They stayed in that barbershop, boy. When Jay-Z started growing his hair out, and all these new rappers started growing their hair out, they didn't know that was a plan to destroy every black barbershop. We're going to implode them from within. See, we're going to turn everybody against the shop. But we're going to do it by code of fad and trend hairstyle. See, once they grow up to not want a haircut, that's going to make the barbershops go out of business. Then we got a plan for the beauty salon. Why? That's where them women go get pretty at. That's where the women conversate at. They also know that y'all barbershops will also use for politics and votes. So now, the woman. We know they make a lot of money off them damn books. We also know they sell clothes. They do a lot of stuff out them salons. This is how we're going to crash their salons. We're going to promote this thing called Kitchen Beautician. We're going to promote do-it-yourself on YouTube. And everybody in their neighborhood is going to think they do hair. And when everybody in the neighborhood think they can do hair, it's going to crash all the beauty salons. And this is how we trick them to destroy their own community once again. Because their community always thrives off what? Supporting each other. But once we got them to stop supporting each other and made all of them think, I can do it too, they all going to be destroyed. Because what's going to happen is they all going to open up a store, but they ain't going to have no more shoppers because even the shoppers going to open up stores. Got it? That's what happened. Told you, man, it was all done by rap music. You're going to follow and follow and follow, but in the end, they're going to have nothing left. They have no more music. All they got left is taking pictures. They lost their talent so much, they came and do a gimmick called A$AP Rocky first album. Nope. They have nothing left but taking pictures now. even though we took pictures back in the day our whole life. So you telling me this, y'all? We grew up going to JCPenney taking family pictures, but they do it now online and it's supposed to be special? Even though nowadays they don't, what else they got tricked of? They don't understand when it's all over with, they ain't gonna have no history. Why? They ain't gonna have no physical pictures to pass down. Yup. Did you know they're the first generation with no physical pictures? You know what they thought? Pictures were old school. No, pictures called history and documentation of your life. Y'all whole life gonna disappear because it's all online. One day they gonna filter out all these apps. They gonna filter out Google. Y'all whole life gonna disappear. Yup. That was a trick. Y'all gonna put your whole life online, then one day they gonna hit the delete button. All right, so got it right now. He ain't a Temu lawyer, y'all. He's an elite lawyer. See that? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, y'all. This lawyer, you want to know what's good about this case? Watch that lawyer. Watch him work. Watch him do the sleepy technique. He does the sleepy technique. He also does the drunken monkey. If you didn't see Kung Fu, you know nothing about the drunken monkey. You know nothing about that. All right? It's called playing a role, y'all. He going to come in that courtroom. He going to come disguised as a Temu lawyer. And they going to keep saying, Temu lawyer, Temu lawyer. What else they going to keep saying? KEEFE D is cooked. KEEFE D is cooked. KEEFE D going down. He going down. Do you have any proof? KEEFE D lawyer. I'm going to show you so you're going to watch it for yourself and bust out laughing. He gets them on the stand. He starts out very slow. He plays a dumb role like he's slow. Whole time he already know what question he's going to ask. Meanwhile, he also knows they're older. I think one of his strategies is getting certain people on that stand about 3 p.m. Yeah, not early in the morning, because they know older people be ready in the morning. But if you drag their shit out after lunch and they eat, they get sleepy. And when they get sleepy, they get aggravated. Then you're going to put them on the stand. Bingo, boom. So Temu lawyer know how to work it. So meanwhile, he already got Mob James worked up. Everybody knows. So I didn't take him serious till I seen what he did to Mob James. And I said, hold up. He ain't no janky lawyer. He's actually fighting. But what y'all better get, he's trying to throw the police off as well. And I seen him do it. I see him get them worked up. I seen him have him stuttering. The reason why I say it like that is this. They covered this for so long. They are the key players. They know a lot about what they know. But I seen that lawyer stomp their ass. And it looked to me like when he stomped them, he's going places they don't expect. Then they playing it off as they're offended at his questions. Meanwhile, all he's doing is picking and picking and picking. Then you'll see when he start heating up, they stop him. Because he's proving a point. A lot of people think this the whole trial. No, this the pregame. He's getting them to expose their hand. And what I mean by that is he whipped his ass yesterday. He whipped Mr. Dorsey's ass. Mr. Dorsey is Greg Kading's friend, I guess. He whipped his ass. After yesterday, I got it clear. As of today, we have no facts KEEFE D is losing at this point. We have no proof. Because he whipped his ass so much, he started beefing back with the lawyer. But my point is, that is what the lawyer wanted. When the lawyer got Mob James worked up, that's what he wanted. Because getting out of character is also a sign of guilt. What's the saying? If you didn't do nothing, you have nothing to worry about. Ask me all the questions you want. Who cares? I don't care what you ask me. Makeups, I don't care. That's your job, right? Well, go ahead and ask me the questions. But if I get worked up, why you coming at me like that? I ain't got to do with this. Hey, man, you making this personal. Why you attacking me like this? That's what they did. Yes, that's what he did yesterday. Understand the whole world watching. The people that know law, they know that wasn't a good look at all. So I assume when I peeped him, when I first saw him in the courtroom looking messy, here I'm like, nah, he playing a role. He playing a role. So I'm just watching him. Then by yesterday, I said, nah, he a good lawyer. So today, to prove it to myself, I say, yo, let me just look him up, see what he really about. They call him Temu lawyer, whole time elite lawyer. It was trippy is the name of His office is elite lawyer. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So now you got it, right? Now you see why I told you your people the master of lies, deception, and the slander? Calling this man a Timu lawyer, whole time elite lawyer. But see, when you poor, you think public defender means nobody. Guys, public defenders beat cases too. Michael W. Santif is an experienced attorney in Las Vegas. Now you get this part right. He is going to get a lot of promotion off this. You want to know what his stance is? You want to know the role he's playing? The role he's playing is trying to expose the police. KEEFE D has a narrative of crooked cops. This lawyer is trying to prove them as crooked cops. He just didn't go in yet. He just been getting started. All right? Understand that. The police narrative is Diddy gave money to Zip. No, the police narrative is Diddy is the one behind. First of all, this goes, it all has to go back to Diddy according to how it's played out. He's supposed to be the one with the money bag. He's supposed to be the one that put the contract out. Let's just put it in the terms of allegedly how it's supposed to be out. Diddy's supposed to be the one that put a price on Tupac head, which we would say he put a bag on his head. That is the saying, right? Okay. This would mean that, according to the story, Diddy chopped it up with Zip. They allege Zip did this, Zip did that. That's the connection. Okay. KEEFE D KEEFE D straight explained his connection to Zip all in the court. Which means KEEFE D and Zip was tight. So yes, if it pans out for the officers, KEEFE D going down. That also means Diddy going down too. Because what? Diddy the one that put the contract out. Now we got to flip it back. If KEEFE D gets found innocent, so does Diddy. Which means that the eyes will be on the dirty cops. So it is two sides played out online through public opinion. The dirty cop narrative, the Diddy narrative. The lawyer job is to prove the cops as crooked. That's his job. That's what he's trying to, that's his whole perspective. Which means this case more serious than you thought. Which means what I see, I don't think they thought it was going to play out in a court like that. I think they thought KEEFE D was going to have a janky-ass lawyer, meaning I don't think nobody knew nothing about this. This is KEEFE D's original public defender, y'all. I think they thought he was going to be a clown. Or I'll just say this. I don't think they was prepared for what he was going to bring to them. Or I would say this. I think they underestimated him. I think they underestimated him. And then they pushed the narrative online so everybody else underestimate. But it doesn't matter what we say online. It's in the court and it's playing out every day. The realest thing that happened so far was that damn audio and him stomping their ass. And I'm going to say it again. The only person I see he didn't stomp is Reggie Wright. Only one I saw calm, meaning acting how he's supposed to act on stand, meaning Reggie Wright, according to this case, his life on the line. He's the only one I've seen act calmer than everybody else. Meaning the most allegations, the most energy on him, he's the one that handled it better than everybody else. Got it? He understood what that lawyer was trying to do. He understood that. And what I saw, Reggie handled it the best he could accordingly. Get it? I seen Reggie grit his eyes a little bit. I seen Reggie squeeze his eyes like, you know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing, all right. But Reggie maintained his composure. Understand that part. That's what I saw. Now, Marv James, opposite of Reggie. Just know this, y'all. When Marv James did that the first day, let's just look at, I'm pretty sure that lawyer got motivated. If y'all was smart, y'all would have understood what he did to Marv James meant he didn't come to play. He didn't come to play. So if you heard it was a role or a script, just know this shit ain't on no script no more. This is nothing about no script. You got it? All right. So here go Michael. This is Greg K, the homeboy. See? He's been talking about it for years. He made a lot of money. That's cool. He gave a lot of narratives. But yesterday, I've never seen him that quiet. Guys, he was on the stand. He told him to read the book. He sat there about 3 minutes. He couldn't read. I said, nah, he stomped. He stomped his ass. He's sitting there looking at the book. The very little catch. I'm like, yo, he can't stomp like that. Then he arguing with the lawyer. They got to stop it. No, that lawyer worked his ass. That lawyer worked him, y'all. Yes, he did. Here go Mike Dorsey right here. See that? That guy, man, you would never think it was him, did you? Would you? Now y'all got it? So he's the guy that put it on Zip and Diddy. When Mike Tyson get in trouble too, they go Zip and Mike Tyson. Is Mike Tyson going to be in trouble if Diddy and Zip go down? We know Zip dead, but if Diddy and Zip, if KEEFE go down because of Diddy, that would mean Zip put the hit on Pac, and Tupac supposed to be Pac's friend. No, Mike Tyson supposed to be Pac's friend. That would mean Mike Tyson was cool with Tupac killers the whole time. You see how this thing all over the place? But this is my point. I'm going to ask you again. Is there any proof KEEFE is cooked as of now? Is there any proof? We don't know how it's going to pan out, do we? All right. We don't know nothing. Because this other thing you better understand, right? This also could be everybody get off. This could be everybody get off. Your Honor, we have nothing. No, we can't prove nothing. We have no evidence. No, we don't know. We don't know. Everybody could walk away, and then it's over. All we did, they just close the whole thing up. It's done. So just know that I'm saying that because online they love to keep saying somebody's cooked. Meanwhile, they done said everybody's cooked. They also said everybody did it. So according to y'all culture of Babylon, a bunch of babbling ass idiots, according to y'all, everybody did it. Suge did it. Reggie did it. KEEFE did it. Zip did it. Snoop did it. Got it? According to y'all, everybody did it. Where's the facts, y'all? Can you now see y'all spread number of propaganda, which is lies? Told y'all lie more than the white man now, y'all. Y'all need to just pack it up. All right? No, if they liars, boy, y'all done been topped them. I'm sorry, y'all. And the difference is they made real documentaries. Y'all be lying on goddamn janky ass YouTube. YouTube is y'all whole life now, y'all. Meanwhile, y'all better make all the money y'all can off this damn trial. A lot of y'all gonna disappear after this, and a lot of y'all gonna start sinking. Make the last money y'all can, y'all. You better start making your Christmas money now, too. If you were smart, you'll start buying Christmas gifts. A lot of y'all, this gonna be our last money. This is the last thing left. Y'all milked Nolan Wells the whole summer. Y'all milked Carmelo Anthony. Now you're gonna milk this. After that, you ain't got nothing left. What else? That's why their culture's goddamn boring. They don't got no entertainment. Get your members only, y'all. It's a low-down, dirty game. Little Kim is broke. Guess what I didn't know yesterday, members? I didn't know yesterday was the anniversary of Aaliyah's death. I didn't know this till this morning. I did this video yesterday. I didn't even know. I did this video because Little Kim is broke and the brat is broke. And these are facts, Jack. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Now, we're going to get out of here, y'all. And we're going to stay tuned. What else about Aaliyah? Zip was affiliated with Aaliyah. Yes, he was. You got it? Write it down in history books. Not the same year, but Aaliyah died a couple weeks before Tupac. Not in year, though. In months, season. I had no clue yesterday was the day Aaliyah died. But I did this video yesterday. Get your members only, y'all. We're going to get out of here. More to come. The Vegas show is live. Like I said, ain't nobody guilty yet. Ain't nobody cooked yet. The main people that get locked up, the main people that are on parole, the main people that break the law, fight, go to jail, failed criminals, They don't know the fact they got locked up so much mean they ain't good at crime neither. They don't get it yet. They ain't good at crime. They ain't good at shit but talking. That's what they are, y'all. The masses of talking. Yes, they are. You will see them in chat rooms with degrees. They're chat room professors. They're content paralegals, all of that, man. You know, somebody in the chat told me Suge was a blood. I didn't know that. Yes, man, they're so fucking smart. Suge's a blood. Oh, y'all, but they sorry, man. Sorry as hell. What did they say in the chat? Tupac was a role model. Well, I guess all y'all role models are dead. Somehow, all y'all role models either dead or in jail. Maybe that's why y'all like that, too. Still ain't figured out yet, huh? We gonna get out of here, y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Excuse my ignorance. Shout out to the chat, everybody that's tapped. I'm just trying to have fun. Make a situation light. What's up, Los? So I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. We gonna see how it play out. I had to make something clear because I don't like believing lies. The lie is this. Temu lawyer. The truth is, he ain't no damn Temu lawyer. Elite lawyer. And his name is Michael. All right? So, watch him work, y'all. To me, he makes the case interesting. Now, today, you see it for yourself. Watch when he does the sleepy drunk technique. He got two, he mix them up. He got the sleepy technique, and then he got the drunken monkey. When he do the drunken monkey, he realized he got him, he just start coming at him. Pow, pow, pow. You see what I'm saying? But he does it a certain way. Understand this. He knows a lot of them are older, so he literally keeps them in the courtroom all day. He don't cross-examine them till after lunch. Yes. He know a lot of old men get grumpy when they're older, and that's when he likes to get them. And he's ready, y'all. That's his technique. He don't want them early in the morning. He want to get their ass later when he's tired. Got it? Watch his technique, y'all. His whole perspective is trying to agitate them and go off the script meaning. He's asking them questions that they taking personal, but that's his whole point. He's picking at them and poking. He's trying to get them to come out of their perfect persona of these good guys. So I'm saying that's his perspective. He's really trying to prove they're crooked cops and made a lot of stuff up. Whatever it is, that's the perspective that I get. Nothing I say as a fact. Y'all stay tuned. On that note, appreciate all of y'all. We out. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. One.